Glenda with Fralin and Friends, and this is
her husband Joe.
He is going to read me. He's going to read some questions and ask me, and I have to respond. And they're ones I got off the internet, so I got some that are, I think I could make pretty funny, or we can make them pretty fun.
Okay. Would you rather stay in or go out for a date night?
Depends on the weather. It's night, so it could be, right now I'd probably stay in.
It's windy, cold.
Yeah, I'd stay in tonight, doing just what we're doing. I just love this part of the
Okay, question number 2. Would you rather be a movie star or a famous musician?
Neither. I'd rather be a famous writer.
That's right.
Oh, I got it correct.
Okay, would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors or go into the future and meet your great-great-grandchildren?
Well, if I go into the past and meet my ancestors, I might find out some things that I don't want to know. Or, I don't know. And if I go into the future and meet my great-grandchildren, or great-great-grandchildren, that would be cool. Except I might find out that their parents and parents and parents did some weird things. So, probably into the future. I'd rather meet my great-great-great-grandchildren.
Hello again.
I don't have to know all the secrets, I'll just get a hold of them.
Would you rather always speak your mind or never speak again?
Oh my, that's a loaded one.
I know that.
You answer, what do you think I should do?
You're trying to speak your mind.
Well, what do you think I should do?
Sometimes you shouldn't speak.
He's right. I speak my mind frequently, and often I get in trouble for it. I'm a plain talking person. We just say it as it is. Or as we see it, and sometimes how we see it isn't always right. Okay, next one. That was loaded.
Would you rather give or get bad advice?
Well, I'm always giving bad advice. I don't like getting bad advice. So,
okay.
if I give bad advice, I think it's good advice at the time, so I guess I'd rather give. How else can I put that? Maybe just not give any advice, I don't know.
Okay. Would you rather lose your keys or your cell phone?
Keys. I don't drive anymore, so I'll keep the cell phone.
Would you rather always be gossiped about or never talked about?
Well, people are going to gossip whether you like it or not. But they haven't seen me in so long that a lot of them don't even talk about me anymore, so, oh golly. I guess I'd rather be talked about, but not in a gossipy way, so. Now, I don't know how to answer that. It depends on, now, I'd rather never be talked about if it's going to be me. But if you're going to give me a good review on my book or on here, then yeah, I'd rather you talk about me. Or gossip. Gossip means false. So, okay, that was fun, I think.
Would you rather fail or never try?
I'd rather fail. Because if I never try, I've already failed. And Lord knows I've tried a lot of times and failed.
Okay. Would you rather be stuck on an island alone or with someone who talks incessantly?
Well, I can always make some mud earplugs. So I guess with someone who talks incessantly. Unless there's some nice sweet animals, then I can talk to them.
Okay. Would you rather have more money or more time?
More money. You're agreeing? He's agreeing with that one for sure.
Okay. Would you rather have a cook or a maid?
I've got both. What would you rather have? He's the cook and most of the time the maid. Probably a maid. You're a pretty darn good cook. I used to love to cook, but unfortunately we've got a gas stove and I've got oxygen. You're playing with the paper.
Would you rather hear the good news or the bad news first?
Well, the assumption is that if you hear the bad news first, then the good news is going to outweigh it and make you feel better. Or the other assumption is that if you hear the good news first, then the bad news won't seem so bad when you do hear it. I'm trying to be intelligent here, till you can tell by the way I'm moving my chin. Let's see. Let's just get the good news and forget the bad news. I suppose the bad news first. Get it over with.
That's what I'd rather.
Yeah, just get it over with.
Bad news is the negative, and you hear the good news, and that lifts you back.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You want me to ask you these after? No.
Would you rather be your own boss or work for someone else?
I kind of like being my own boss. But it doesn't pay very much. Very few writers have a lot of money, I can tell you that right now. Okay.
Would you rather have an unlimited gift certificate to a restaurant or a clothing store?
A clothing store. Much rather be able to. You'd probably say the restaurant though. Well, I mean.
Depends on the restaurant.
Yeah. But you've got uniforms, so you don't. You just wear, you know, some old pants and t-shirt when you're home.
Like this.
Like that. And I'm just wearing. So, yeah, I think probably a clothing store. Unlimited is the key word there.
Yes. Okay, last question. Would you rather have many good friends or one very best friend?
I'd love to have just one very best friend.
You got me?
I got you! I've got him, I've already got him. I do have good friends too. I have some wonderful friends. And so this is nothing on you, but I gotta choose, and I'm gonna choose my best friend. I'm embarrassing him.
Yes.
On purpose.
Yes.
On purpose.
Yes. Yes. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, let's see. I've got to get you on at least some, well, what size of wrench is this?
5-inch.
That's a 5-inch, okay. When we first got married, he made these, or at least partially. And
I used to, that's what they call a side grinder.
which means he ground the sides of them.
You would grind, this is a 5-inch wire cutter, which has a tapered
Yeah.
balls. I would set it into a jig and a clamp with my hands, and then I would go in, back and forth like this, and it would grind the sides.
But let's tell the story about where.
At Peterson Manufacturing, that's the original people that started making bicycles in DeWitt, Nebraska.
Yep. Unfortunately, they
Sold out.
they ended up eventually selling after they tried to keep it going for a lot of years, but And then they changed the name and started calling it a different kind of tool.
This is a 10-inch straight jaw. This don't have a taper. It's made to be kind of like a pipe wrench in a way. You can put it on a round pipe, turn it, or whatever you want, or something flat, and bend something.
Show them how it locks and how you can adjust the...
You just turn this to tighten it up. This little lever here, push on it to release it. For those of you that don't know.
Well, I don't know how many people have seen these days. Most people know what a vice grip is or have heard of it, but at least their parents have had one.
Before I was a side grinder, I was what they call a spinner. And we put this rivet in here, and it's like a drill press, only you run it with your foot and step on it. Step on one side, and it would round it off, and you flip it over and step on it again around this side. But these here, I side grinded these too. Flip it in, grind it, both sides, and I'd give it to my nose grinder, and he would grind the end of it round on a stone, just like this. And we put it down the chute, which is a counter, and a buffer would clean off all the roughness on the sides and on the nose here.
You think there's such a simple thing, well, it's not a simple thing when you see all the parts, but you don't realize all the work that goes into one of these. And these last and last. You've had this practically since you worked there, haven't you?
Yep.
And that was a long time ago.
76.
Yeah, that was 76. It was the year we got married.
July of 76 to January of 79. That's when I started the store.
He is my working man, but he's also done a lot of stuff at home with these tools. I mean, they were like his. He was always hollering for this or that vice grip.
This is a go-to tool if you don't have a wrench.
Yeah.
Either one of them. Adios, amigos.
There you go. Good night, everybody. We love you, and please smile and wave at whoever you see. Goof. Please do subscribe and click the notification button like this. See? There you go. Give us a thumbs up. And we will see you on Friday. Have a good week.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you.
Bye-bye.